Hi guys, I've recently been grinding off camera. I was in like the 1490s and now you see me, I'm 1560. So these games now are a little bit more tense. I'm trying to retain the rating even though I'm speaking at the same time. Because I tend to play a little bit worse when I am speaking, but I'm getting better over time at multitasking. So, Sicilian. Let's go like this, Bosch. We always take towards the center in the Sicilian, that's the whole point. We've got two center pawns, they've only got one now. And I'm going to try to play a little bit quicker than normal in these 10-minute games. So I've been getting low on time, even in 10 minutes. So pressure in the center. There's wonky bishop. Now, I like to often go like this and then have a small center and just develop the knight here to allow the bishop to have more activity. Like that, I'm ready to castle. And then I can play this knight out and try trade off that central knight. If this, I can still play like that because we're defended by this knight. So yeah, very solid position. Hope you're all well. We're playing a 1600. These are the games that give me confidence. If I can beat a 1600, I can get to my all-time high of like 1640. That's going to be my goal over the next couple of weeks, guys. I'm going to try grind to my all-time high off camera because it's been sort of annoying me that I haven't been there in like quite a few months. So this pawn could potentially be weak against the queen. So we might want to think about pushing this. If push takes, we're left with an isolated pawn at the end of it. But could be alright. If takes, we don't really want to trade my bishop. Is this going to be opposite side castling? I'm a bit scared, not going to lie, because this is coming. Do I just start attacking? This pawn is weak, though. How do I strengthen this pawn? If this doesn't do much, does it? If this, we're hitting this pawn, but again, knight covers. I don't know what to do. Do I push in the center? If takes. Oh, I don't know what to do. Should I get castled? Ugh, this looks scary, guys. I'm getting worried. Used a little bit of time talking, but we're alright. We got this coming. We got to do something with this light square bishop. I am scared, guys. I've not played a 1600 in a few months. It's been too long. So here, looking to get this in. But then this pawn is permanently very weak. So now do we try pushing this? Or do we go here? Knight protects knight though. If this push takes. I don't think we can really get away with pushing. But maybe we just lose a pawn. Because otherwise they're going to take here. What if I kick this knight? I guess there's more pressure on this pawn from that knight though. So let's push. I don't know. I think we're losing this pawn. But let's trade off some pieces. If they give us that knight, then we've got this move just threatening mate. We probably don't want to trade queens if we're down material. It's nice that this bishop cannot interpose because of the knight. So they've got to stop this threat, which isn't quite mate. They can escape, but it's pretty devastating if I do get my queen in there. Yeah, what are they going to do? Maybe just this? And then we come out, hit their queen, win this pawn? That's a bit of a dangerous pawn to win, guys, because they can often play like that and your bishop is trapped. Although we could sack the bishop and then their king would be wide open. It certainly wouldn't be lost. We'd have some compensation for that bishop. We've really gotta get developed. This is silly. They're thinking about this square. Let's have a look at this guy. Let's get some intel. Yeah, I beat a 1600 the other day, guys, and it's been like months since I've done so it was nice. And it was a guy that had been playing for like 30 years, and he had like a whole description of his life on his profile. It's very cute, some Italian guy. Wait, I said you couldn't do that though, because we take. And then if queen, are you gonna do queen? You can't do, can you do queen take? This doesn't look good for them. Wait, what? Check. Attacking the queen, but then queen blocks. If this, queen cannot block. If this, they just move. This, they, wait, but how are they holding everything together here? Check. It should be a win in the knight, but bishop holds knight, and if we take the pawn, I mean, they just take the open file, and how is this not winning? I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy, guys. What about this? Hitting the queen, hitting that pawn. They can come here and defend the pawn, but then I develop here. If this, again, they just go back, right? How is there nothing here for me? And if this check, they slide over. This check here, here. Here, but then we'd win this pawn. Or this. They defend this pawn and step out of the issue with the queen. We go here. They can't do much and we win this pawn. It's not as clear in my mind as this line. So let's play the one I'm a bit more clear on. We've also got ideas of check. If that's ever relevant. But just noting this. I don't think it matters. So obviously queen has to block. It's the only move. I don't know why he's not playing it instantly. Ooh, and even a move to support this. So like this we could go for. So if here, this, they could go here, we'd take, right? So this is a threat in itself. Let's see if he sees the threat. Can't speak, right? So let's see if he sees that this is a threat. He might just kick my queen. Might be a bit unsure why I did that, but yeah, this would win the queen, I'm pretty sure. They could block, but we'd take, and they'd have no more blocks. I mean, this square looks nice. If we can't go here because of the bishop, so we can't really. If this, trying to set up the same threat, but if this here, this block would work because takes, they recapture. So we're gonna have to abandon that plan. But this does look like a nice square for my queen, just going after this pawn. Pressure on the knight. And then, yeah, bishop here looks very natural. If the queen ever moves, we'd have a mate threat there. So I'm expecting this, this, and they have to keep the queen tied to that square. We've also got ideas of mate on this square. We've got a lot of attacking chances here. We are down a pawn, but there's a lot going on. You know, once this... Ooh. I mean, if this just comes here... That's another mate-ish threat. That is mate in 2. So let's try set that up, right? It's a bit of an obvious threat, but I mean, there's a lot of diagonals, and chess is won when you can set up 2 threats at the same time. You know, when you get to like a decent level. Early on, it's just who blunders, but yeah, like once you get past like 1500, it's trying to set up multiple threats where they can't deal with them all. Like there's still blunders, but yeah, that's how you like definitely win, you know. So how can we set up a multiple threat? Like, if we can dislodge this piece, it's holding this loose knight. This knight just looks a bit silly. Maybe they try play like this in the future. Oh, if only that knight wasn't there. We really need to get rid of that knight. Oh, if we could just play here, it'd literally be just... Would it be unstoppable, mate? Yeah, I think so. If this takes... nothing. Ah, it's annoying. This move, we're in revealed attack issues. Wait, what? Is my queen... My queen's not trapped, right? We got this square. Okay. I guess we go there then. And now they're going to just play this and take my really strong bishop off the board, I guess. Or can they? Because I've got this move. Hitting the queen in between. Yo. So, we're looking at this. Looking at this. They could sack the queen for 2 rooks. And how do they stop this mate? They go... I mean, they've not got a check, right? They've not got a check, so let's just set up this mate threat. Not got too much time. They block with a pawn, I guess. But then I kick the knight. And then I'm winning a pawn. Yeah, it's not great though, is it? We'd be even on material. And we've talked a lot, so we've got less time. Yeah, I think this pawn's going to push, defended by the knight. We kick the knight. If this, we take. This doesn't have any checks. That's why I said before, is there any checks? Because there's this revealed attack issue. So if there's any check, they win my queen. Yeah, so they do that, but this doesn't feel right because of this. Removing the defender, unless they step here, which maybe is okay. I've got this check. I mean, even now, just ideas of sacking a bishop on this square, if we could get the queen. Hypothetically, if I could get the queen there, obviously it's covered, but yeah, take would look pretty nice. What about this check, though? This check, if they block, I have to take, because my queen's hit. If this check, they block. Wait, just check. Oh, no. Check here. If this check. Trying to somehow nab this piece, but it's not going to work. If they cannot block with the bishop, they've got to move the king. If they block with the bishop, then I can just take this because the bishop would be pinned, or take, recapture, and then take the free piece. So they have to move the king. Yeah. And then can I... This isn't really a threat, is it? Here doesn't set up any threat whatsoever. Where can that knight move? Let's try and restrict that knight's jumps. Here? Does that look interesting? That looks like a pretty square. It stops the knight jumping here. Gets the queen out of... The queen was hit by the pawn, right? Yeah. Gets the queen out of danger. Pressure here. Stops the knight jumping here. Also pressure here. Oh, they're just clinging on here. Come on. If this, just adding pressure, pinning this knight. It looks good, doesn't it? Have we got a win here? If takes, no, all the pressure dissipates. We've got to try and remove this knight because then we just take this pawn. I don't know if this is winning, but I think I'm better. They're going to start hitting my queen. We've got 1 minute left, guys, so I'm going to start getting a bit intense. So sorry if I go quiet. I'm like, ooh. Okay, what would you do in this position? Oh, this is right. So he's still 1 pawn up, but we seem to have a lot of initiative with these bishops. This bishop pair is pretty monstrous. Yeah, good move. If this takes here, takes. They could take me though. I take them. They take me. Not quite working. I don't have time for this. I really don't. I don't want to release the pin though. This looks so out in the open. Although this square's fine because they cannot take. Yeah, I don't want to give up the bishop for no reason. I'd like to play like this. Takes, takes. I don't want this to come. Even though takes, takes, takes would win a pawn. My king would be exposed. Maybe if this comes, we do go for that. We've got 1 minute left. All right, I'm going to start. All right, come on. Stop messing around. Pressure here. We could lift a rook, double, and add more pressure. Would be nice. So now we'd have a pawn to push into this knight. I feel like they've just about hung on to this position. So stepping out the pin, we go like this, adding pressure here. I just literally made a move, guys. Just trying to reclaim a little bit of time now. Time's going to be important. They're going to defend like this. So we start pushing these pawns. Been a weird opposite side castling game. We've not really been pushing the pawns that much. So, this. I mean, we can still go for this. No, we can't. We can't. No, we can't. The queen covers. Trying to play a bit quick. So there's this. What have we got? Yeah, the queen covers. That's a good move. Maybe we step out the pin. Then our bishop is available. We've got 44 seconds. Let's see what this guy's bullet is like. Did we look? We had a look on his profile. Is he any good at bullet? Probably not what I should be focusing on right now. But let's have a quick glance. His bullet is, what is it? Blitz? His blitz is bad. His blitz is bad. Okay. We might beat him on time. He's really bad at blitz. But he's good at rapid. So we just need to play as solid as possible here. If this here, 49 seconds for him. We've caught him up on time as intended. We've got pressure lingering here if they ever move the queen. We just need to literally just make a move like this. This pawn push might be coming. We just step out. Have we lost? No, I think we're all right. They hit my queen. How do we create a threat here? I'm not sure. This, it's not really a threat. I've no clue what's happening in the position right now. Obviously. Yeah, lose a piece. Alright, so like that. Or maybe this would have been the move. That looks really nice. And they're coming in. So like this. We're trying to get this. Oh, and it's still mate. How did I get so low on time? I'm talking too much, right? What happened? Yeah. That's annoying, because I've won the last, feels like the last 10 in a row. When I'm not speaking. Come on. Yeah, this pawn was just an issue, but here we were better, I think. We had really active diagonals in this game. Didn't like that. Instead, it just preferred setting up the mate threat. So if here, how would this game have gone? They just propose a queen trade. Looks pretty similar to what we got. And what happened? Where did I go wrong? Yeah, that was pretty awful. I didn't see the queen was covering. I was starting to get low on time. I wanted to do that. I don't know. My instinct was telling me to do that, but I thought probably shouldn't sack. This was such a strong piece. Yeah, because if sack, we get this. Hitting the queen and bringing the position together. It did look good. And then at this point, it was just time issues. I was almost winning their queen, but they were too quick. With the knight just helping out the mate, which I couldn't calculate with like a few seconds on the clock. It's tough, guys. It's tough, the chess grind. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're doing well in your own chess grind. Yeah, so like and subscribe. Cheers. See you next time.